Okie dokie. Hello. Not sure what that. Oh, probably the game that I turned on is rolling through right now. So anyway, morning or whoa, it's not the morning right now. It's not the morning here, so that's not true at all. Okay. Um, I just got the itch today. I did a couple errands this morning. I've been playing a little bit of Melee too. Melee makes me feel very productive. Um, Usually, if I grind a little bit at it, I'll try to start putting a couple extra hours into the game again. So, or sorry, sorry. Usually, I'll grind and then kind of be like, let's go do some laundry. Let's go. I know. Let's have some fun or something like that. So, something I did want to say. If you're new to the stream here, in the description of the videos, there's always link trees to some local mutual aid groups that help out. If you'd like to check them out, I think that'd be really cool. I don't really stream. I don't stream for myself. Like, I don't really stream to make money or anything. If that, not just to be very quick about saying that. So, I basically it's just not gonna it's not gonna work out for me, and that's fine. I'm not really worried about it from that perspective, and honestly it makes it a lot more relaxed for me to just it feels like a nice way to express myself right now, the best that I have, at least for the moment. And um oh man, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here at the moment. So I just played a pretty lengthy set of Melee, and gets my head a little bit spinny, but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing this, and I kind of got the itch again. So, uh, I'm really trying to keep it so I'm not playing this off stream right now. So I kind of want to actually really want to go when I play it, which does mean that I really want to play it right now because I'm pretty addicted to the game. So, I thought I would do that. But anyway, I'm sorry. Just yeah, back to what I was saying. Sorry about my train of thought there. The basically since I don't after the Twitch thing didn't work out, it's just not going to be a financial thing for me, and I don't really I don't think it's fun for anybody. I would rather do this as sort of a soft charity thing anyway, and they're two foundations that have done a lot for the people in the area. So you have no obligation to check it out. It's just kind of what I'm doing this for when I do this now. I don't. So feel free to lurk or not lurk or chat or whatever. It doesn't really, it's fun to have someone to talk to, but I'm cool. Just letting this be a VOD thing right now. That doesn't really bother me, but I just kind of want to have that be a part of it. It also kind of takes some of the stress away from me because I think some people can really get into the idea that you're trying to be very, marketing heavy or something like that. And that's not. I just really um, I just really enjoy streaming, and I really enjoy trying to help out if I can, and that's really the only thrill for me. It just makes it a little bit more fun and more validating for me too. So I hope everybody understands, and it's just everybody has a pretty even keel on it. So I hope, yeah. Anyway, having said all that, if you want to check out the video description, they're just some groups that help out. I'm in discussions with a group that does stuff with air purifiers as well. So hopefully there'll be another link to their group as well. Because I did also promise one of my neighbors that I would give them one, and that has been a little bit of time. So I'm kind of hoping that can get sorted out sooner than later. But I had wanted to help out them too. So hopefully that there might be something a bit more formal with that coming up as well too, in terms of a more organized stream involving them. It's something I'm really passionate about, but we'll see what happens. So, but anyway, I kind of got the streaming itch, like I said, so I think we'll just go back into it. Sorry for all the blabbing and such, but we are playing Northlands right now. We are riding a cat chariot. So, you know, life isn't terrible. We are in a chariot that is being powered by cat, which is, you know... How sad can you really be when that's going on in your life? I am going to take just a few minutes here to also get my bearings, because I haven't... It always takes me a few minutes to just remember what I'm doing. I have a hard time... I think it's just well, even since I was a kid, I have kind of a hard time getting back into the swing of the game if I'm playing that. So like I have to, it takes me a while to kind of get back into the flow of things. So hopefully we can keep that from being too painless here. Yeah, I don't remember what I'm doing right now, which is fine. And I am in a cat chariot, so things are not the worst they could be. Oh, and something else I wanted to mention, that what I'm using for the intro song now is my friend's band's cover of Dire Dire Docks. They're called He Basks in the Sun. I'd encourage you guys to check them out if you'd like. They've done a couple of video game song covers and just kind of cool, chill shit. I'd really recommend them. I'm always bugging them to make more music too, so maybe if more people bug them, they'll do it. Let's see, I can upgrade that. I'm gonna save the upgrade on that though. Not super necessary right now, but we can in fact do it, so we will do it. Sometimes it's nice to just burn off some extra coins too if you have them, because I mean they're just not really going to be doing much else. Looks like everybody is equipped up to... We'll just give the builders some busy work right now. Snag this guy here. I'm assuming from the lack of builders that I might have done something stupid like trying to expand way too fast, way too quickly or something like that. Oh, this would be a good use of the coins as well. Yeah, I kind of remember now. So this is, I mentioned from last time, this is the next tier of upgrading that we've just unlocked, which is pretty handy because now we can start investing in, I don't remember what they call them in this one, but they're like knights basically in the other versions of the game, and those are the people that you'll use to attack the greed, which does kind of feel a little validating to say because you know they you got to deal with them for so long, but wait, the next day? Yeah, we are. Okay. I'm gonna stop by the farms we were at quick because we need to get some cash together. Need some more bodies right now. Scoot on down the road over here. Whee. Oh, that's right. There's actually nothing we can do down here quite yet. So we're going to try to... What we're going to try to do then is... Blah 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 blah. Bloopy bloopy bloop. Bloopy bloop. We are going to try to recruit some more friendos. Actually, here. There you go, bud. As always, population is really important. Poor dog. Man, I always feel bad for the dog. It's just not the... It's just you're just gonna have to trust me that it's annoying. I'm sorry. I feel so guilty every time I walk past him. Is there another? I remember there being another encampment. Yeah, there it is. Oh, well, that's fun. So the camera, I moved the camera to the top left of the screen as opposed to the top right, so you can see the coin bag, which is basically the only mechanic in this game. In my video, my face cam was blocking it, so if there's only like one mechanic in the game, I should probably be comfortable showing it off. So. Probably, yeah. Again, the nice thing about the cats as a mount is that they can recover their stamina pretty much anywhere, so. Everybody in the apartment is going crazy because I'm making more noise than no noise, so. Someday I'll fly away. Someday I'll fly away to yesterday. Yeah, speaking of air filters, the air quality in here is really abysmal, so I'm also trying to get my filters replaced, basically for that. They're already like jet black, and it's been a couple months, so that's not a good, it's just a bad sign, unfortunately. There does not seem to be a good way to be super comfortable in here, but that's life. I suppose you either learn to be accepting of things like that or you just give up, and I'm trying to be a little bit more accepting of things right now, but it's pretty tough because I really just kind of feel sick all the time. Anyway. So we're just doing a little bit of housekeeping right now. Again, the big thing would just be the population, so we're trying to get more population. If you saw that dude, slightly huskier looking dude with the shield, that is one of the, I think, yeah, so this guy here at the end with the flowing hair is, I don't know if they call them like barbarians or something like that, but basically they're pretty tanky troops that we can use to attack greed portals. They'll take a small group of archers with them. The archers will attack the portal directly, and then they'll basically body block for the archers. It's not quite as exciting as it sounds, I'm going to be pretty honest. I think that's one of the weaker links in the game, is just being aggressive on the greed, but it's not like terrible. And they've done a lot of work with the different versions of the game to make that feel a little bit more interactive from the player, so that does help a little bit. I think Norse is probably my... For God's sake, dude. Fuck. It's the same place, too. It's... More fool me anyway, huh? The nice thing is with this cat, just has enough speed that it's not going to be... It can kind of trivialize it at least, but... And there's going to be more ways we can combat the greed too as this particular session goes on. You can see here this is where the ship is, so we'll be trying to expand out here sooner than later as well. I'm debating going to attack the greed portal on the right side, but I don't know if it's worth the time investment right now, to be very honest. So we'll see how I'm feeling about it later. Again, I'm just trying to get the population boosted to the best of my abilities right now. Because we're adding a bunch of those knights, a lot of our archers are going to basically decide to go with the knights as opposed to whatever they were doing beforehand. So we will need to get some more archers established pretty soon. Which again is just the population, so we're just going to keep trying to get the population booming. Gonna jet over here. While we have the cash, we're gonna throw down a bunch of shields. Your archers are not going to be able to link up with your knights until they have shields as well. It also gives them, I think, just an extra like hit point basically against the greed. I mean, that's always going to be pretty useful. Alrighty, so... Go back down this way here. Again, not super dynamic, we're mostly just taking care of housekeeping right now while we build up our forces a little bit. So the banker, if memory serves from the Wikipedia, the fandompedia or whatever they call it for, like getting big, whatever the game Wikipedias that have all the information about him on it. The banker starts accruing money from investments after 3 coins, and then it's 1 coin per day. After, let's see, I think 10-ish coins, it starts becoming a percentage, and then it's like a 10% of that percentage or something like that. I don't remember, but basically you want to give him a little bit of seed money to start actually being able to make money on his own. So I usually try to give him a couple of those. This game has a pretty hefty amount of seasonal interaction. A lot of your options change pretty dramatically during winter. Excuse me. And that's really when the banker is going to start coming into play. Basically, most of our farmers are not going to be able to work the farms while it's winter. They're not going to be completely useless, but they're going to be very limited in what they can actually do for us during that time. So, making sure that the banker has a pretty hefty amount of seed money so he can be making money from that investment and feeding it back into you is a pretty important part of the middle game. Do we need more builders or something? It just looks like that wall needs to be fixed. I don't know why that wasn't, that hasn't happened yet. Watch our berserkers do their job. Like, I love that. Alright, so we are going to try some initial aggression on the greed. Do we? Yeah, we have enough. We gotta make sure that, so the knights kind of work like, basically they're like tanks. If you want to think about it like that, they soak up damage, so the archers can put some, basically start chipping away at the greed portal, and you'll see in a second what I mean. So it's really important to make sure that your troops have enough coins that they're not just immediately going to die and lose all their equipment and stuff. Because this is cursed, we're probably going to see a pretty hefty amount of pushback. And while the cat is great for mobility, there are definitely better mounts to use if you'd like to take on greed directly. So this is sort of the mini game that they have right now, is you just, anytime you see them drop a coin, you just put a coin back in there. Pretty simple. Not especially exciting if it's low level, but again, there's ways to make this a little bit more dynamic, like me picking my nose while I play the game. Yeah, just try to pay attention to your knights anytime they lose a coin like that. Drop it off. Which can be a little hard to aim, but drop it off. You'll see them get that little gold shimmer around themselves. I'm gonna turn the game volume down just a touch here. And move this. I'm also just gonna check the stream analytics. Yeah, we're fine. Sorry about that. Yeah. So you see here, we just feed him a couple coins, which, I mean, these tanking all this like a champ. It's really been just letting him do what he wants right now. Now the only wrinkle in this is that if your knights protecting the archers die, that means the archers will actually, because they lose the command, they'll just all start to run back to the, base at that point. I think this is also the attack for the knight, so, yeah. It looks like one of our dudes went down, so that's what happens then. So it's going to cut this productivity in half, but it's not the end of the world, it's just kind of annoying. The greed that have helmets on have like 5 hit points as opposed to normally they have one hit point, so here we go. Sorry, just turning everything down a little bit here. Seems like it's kind of dominating the audio at the moment. Okay, so now they're going to run back as fast as their little tootsies can carry them. Sometimes this backfires, depending on how aggressive the greed want to be. They can get stuck, once again, stuck outside the walls, because your guys have some interesting motivation choices at times. So what this is going to do is schedule the first revenge wave or whatever, and that's going to be a pretty potent, it should be a pretty hardy upgrade from what we've been dealing with up to this point. We should be seeing a pretty healthy amount of greed come in to try to attack. Usually, if memory serves, the greed usually just attack on one side with these particular waves too, so we'll see how that goes right now. These waves will also stop the day moving. I'm gonna guess it actually went to the other. Oh no, over there. I'm gonna guess it actually went to stop the day moving. Or I'm sorry. These particular waves will actually keep the day-night cycle from continuing until the wave has been finished off. So you can see now that the wave has been complete. You can see the I think the sun's coming up right now. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So that was cool. Now that that is taken care of, we're going to try to... Well, first thing we need to do is, because we lost a knight, we're going to try to get that knight back to us. Basically, we need to just fix the banner up. The power of the axe and shield has meant that his hair is now a beautiful pile of flowing locks, which is good, I guess. I think it helps out with the combat. And yeah, so that's the first portal taken down. And that is the biggest advantage right now of getting the first upgrade level for our stone. Or, excuse me, for our base building, which would be the stone upgrade. Well, for this one, it's actually the timber / birch trees that we're using to upgrade our facilities and stuff, so. Collect these here. It's also a good way for your... You can see your... knights have to stock up on coins before they can really be useful, so it's also a good way for your knights to get those coins. And now what we're going to do is actually go check what was beyond the portal. Just like the Warcraft 3 expansion pack. Or Warcraft 2, excuse me. Beyond the Dark Portal. Alright, so this would be another mount option. And this is actually the end of this particular line here. So what we should start doing is start building up to that final portal on that side of the island. Now, because of the way the game works, you're still not really able to actually put a pin in all the greed on this particular island. So we're not. So I think the optimal thing to do would actually be to just head to the next island, to be honest. But I'm not doing a speedrun quite yet. We're still getting a feel for the game and all that. But yeah, so. We're gonna hang out here. I'm gonna close the window in a second. It's kind of chilly in here. Actually, we'll just 1 second. Sorry about this. Oh, sorry about that. I was standing up and was like, you know, one in Rome, so I went to the bathroom too. I just want to turn the space heater on in here quick. You really need to keep the windows open if you can. So better to have the space heater on and the windows closed. Okay, so... That's right. And again, I'm just throwing the coins away because if the purse gets too full, we'll start to, some of the coins will start to fall into the water and we can lose some. Excuse me. Which is bad news bears, as they say. Get some more builders too. Oh, that's right, because we, yeah. I remember. That's easy. Alright. So now we're going to start building this way. So I'm trying to angle, make sure I can be on camera here. Sorry. Nothing makes me feel as guilty as that dog does in this game. IRL, it's different. Lots of stuff makes me feel guilty in my life, but in the game it's just the dog. So we're gonna try to push forward to here right now, just a little bit excessive, but it's not the end of the world. This is the lumber upgrade. Do y'all remember? So not an encampment. So it doesn't matter if we cut through the forest to clear that area for more stuff or not. This might be a bridge too far for the builders. We'll have to see. It is probably just going to be safer to get rid of that first encampment right next to our town, because I think it's going to be too much for the that building force to handle right now. But we want to try to get that boat behind a wall at some point in time. So that's the game plan right now. So we'll catch up to them, all the guys here. Just try to make sure no one's gonna die, because you know, they might. I think we're in the clear to keep slowly pushing down this way. I don't think it's early enough in the day yet for the greed to be attacking, but we'll see. We have a decent amount of coins, so hopefully we can kind of pay them off, so to speak. Oops. Cats, as usual, like to be temperamental. Okay, sure, whatever. So we'll see. I don't know how many greed are here. This is me making my own bed and having to sleep in it, so don't worry. This really isn't the game's fault this time. This is just me being dumb. Is that the last one? For God's sake, guys, come on. Oops. Do not want to lose those gems, and we lost the gems, so that's cool. Okay, super. We will be able to get the gem back. We just have to handle the greed on this island, and that'll be a little bit later though. And it's only one gem. There's usually enough gems, and I think you actually have a little bit of extra gems to unlock everything in the game. We also have the just grab that rat or whatever they need to get. We also have the gem merchant here right now, so we can just toss the gems in there. It's a safe way to store them, so they're not taking up space in the coin purse. Alright, so yeah, I think what I was thinking was the right idea, so we'll do what my thinking said. Not sure if that made sense, but basically we're going to cut through this way. And yeah. This will turn to dust and ash. We can rebuild it to make a slightly less efficient villager townhouse or whatever they call them in the game. I forgot. I'll have to go check the Wikipedia again at some point. Let me turn that just a touch. If anybody has requests for audio, please let me know. Although I don't believe we got any. We might have a lurker or something right now. So, if you guys remember Ivy on Fire from a couple streams ago, she's actually doing a 24-hour celebration stream for 1K followers, I think, on Twitch. She's 14 hours in, I think, ish, something like that. If you guys want to support a friend of mine who's you know, doing the Twitch thing right now, you can definitely go check her out. Ivy, 2 E's, EEFIE, on Fire, one word, Twitch TV. She's been a good friend of mine, really supportive, so that would be a fun thing. Right now we are carving. This was the right choice for sure. I'm glad we got the population together that we did before we actually got rid of that encampment, though. It just makes things a little bit easier. This is probably my favorite track in this song, in this particular set of, probably in this game. Kinda reminds me of, Little Shadow by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs off their 3rd album. Just an album I've listened. I'm not an expert on the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, I've just listened to that album a lot, so I wouldn't, I'm not saying that to sound smart. It just... Anyway. So we will keep carving through the wilderness here. The wilderness has to slowly push itself back. You can see the background itself is actually what's slowly being slowly receding right now, and you can see that happening. And that's really what the sign is that lets us know if we can actually access a particular spot. So once the background matches the tree here, then we can actually have the builders go on the tree and that kind of stuff. So right now we're not gonna do that yet because the greed is about to attack, seeing as it's almost nighttime. I'm gonna just put some shields down here right now. I think we're still safely in the seasons that are not going to cause us a reduction of I think the economy is still good. It is not winter yet. That's what I'm trying to say. Oops. So we're going to, speaking of the economy, we're going to run to the farms here. One of the more satisfying feelings in the game is just getting your whole purse refilled, and then you actually have to spend stuff to make sure things don't fall out. It's pretty satisfying. So we'll head over this way here. What we're going to need to start doing is just like before, cutting our way through the trees a bit here. Oops. I am gonna put these walls up just as a matter of course. It'll make the rest of the pushing through here just a little bit easier because the soldiers and stuff won't have to walk quite as far. I'm gonna actually head back this way. Try and get that front line sorted out as well. We need to get that tower upgraded at least. Grab stuff from him quick. Give him his dollar. And all you need to do to access the funds from the banker is just stand on top of him for a couple seconds. It can be a little finicky. I always assumed that was a programming quirk that was, like, designed to make it feel like the banker was hesitant to help pay out. So I always assumed that was a lore thing, but it might just be me being kind of finicky or not having very good control with the game. Do that. We will do that there. Oops. I can just jet back over here. Drown in coins. It's just important to be really consistent picking up recruits and stuff too. It's easy to let that kind of slide or just like kind of suddenly forget that you need to do that. This will be a little jank just because we have a couple of extra layers here that aren't going to be super solid. I'm trying to do this right now. They should be able to get that done before the greed attack here. We'll just try to make sure. I have some barbarians who will probably keep them from the wall in the first place, to be really honest. If you're catching the stream out or watching the VOD or whatever, I hope you guys are all having a good day. Good reminder to have a self-care check with the spooky noise and the blood moon. You know, blood moons are taxing on all of us. And whether you're in the world of Bloodborne or otherwise, I'm pretty sure this attack is coming from the other direction. Which is one of the reasons the dog is pretty useful, is the dog will actually face which direction the attack is supposed to come from and whimper. Which is pretty useful, to be honest. But it looks like the other side did handle it fine because you can see the sky is getting darker, or the sky, the day and the night is ending. The blood moon is like the that wave that they send out. Looks like there might be just a sliver of troops left, so we will try to bust on over as fast as we can. Just in case here. Looks like they took care of everything pretty handily, though. Oh no, they did lose a building space here, but that's not like the end of the world or anything. Yeah, not a big deal. So. So yeah, it would be kind of nice to have a little bit more of a visual indication of which direction the blood moon is coming from, aside from the dog, just because the dog is kind of, you just gotta listen to him a lot. It gets a little bit irritating, at least for me. Maybe other people don't mind hearing a dog bark that much. For me, it's a little bit of a taxing thing to have to listen to over and over again, so. Anyway, we're gonna keep upgrading here and slowly pushing our way through. We'll just burn off a bunch of these coins too. Just putting these ship parts together. I'm giving the builders something to do right now. After a certain point, especially when you've kind of paid for everything that you can and you start having an excess of archers and stuff like that walking around, it's really important to either put the money into the banker or put the money into the ship. The banker will let you save the money, and the ship just takes a lot of dosh to finish, so it's really important to get that sorted out too. You actually need everything that you guys just picked up. Again, trying to make sure we're keeping consistent, grabbing all the recruits and stuff that we can. And now let's try to upgrade the wall on this section too while we're here. Okay. I think they'll be able to get some of these taken care of too, so we'll just have them do that. Hopefully the greed don't cause any issues with that. It should be okay. It's pretty close to the wall too. Oh, actually, we also, so after a blood moon, you actually get a free rest day, which is really nice. And those are the days that it's really good to actually expand into the, like if you're gonna do like what I like to do and try to push through really far, these are the days that it's best to do that, because you get a full free night to with guaranteed no attack. So sort of amusingly enough, the best thing about the blood moons are when they're over. It's kind of funny to me. Keep chipping away here. Let's make sure we get everything upgraded as we go down. Oops, well, that'll be back in a second. You never lose the resources that you invested into that too, so never have to stress about if you suddenly see it falling, then it's going to be gone forever or something like that. You can see we just got to wait for the forest to recede on its own here before we do that. We can actually also, after you take care of one of the greed portals, what you can do is turn it into a regular portal, which just helps you navigate the island faster. And it's literally just a portal that lets you decide where to go on the island. So pretty simple. Takes 2 coins to use, but pretty handy to just have as many around as you can most of the time. Excuse me. Okay, so now we hit that next day. So now we will be having to expect a greed attack again. Let's show off how this works quick. Now it does have some positives and negatives, just because you will be at times needing to grab coins and stuff from people, but for the most part that's not going to be a huge issue, or you're just going to know when you need to do it or when you just need to run through it or not. So always we're just going to keep more archers now. Actually, we'll throw some more into builders as well while I'm here. Just gives us a higher potential to, in case we need more berserkers or something like that. Actually, I think the berserkers on this side actually all lost their power, so we're gonna make some more berserkers for this direction here once we get the coinage for it. So it looks like they're out of shields on this side too. It's kind of annoying, but not a huge deal. I'm assuming one of these archers is gonna have a decent amount of stuff. See that all just got cleared away. Let's get that next one down here. Grab the coin from this dude. Just try to keep moving so the banker doesn't activate right now, because we actually don't need anything from the banker. Well, the banker just going to take that one, so that's nice, I guess. We will scoot down here quick. Make sure we have all of these coins grabbed. Alright, so they're gonna need some more shields, so we're gonna put some more shield down. Recruit. Do more waiting. Probably run to this side and just make sure the defenses are shored up okay, and then push for the next expansion probably. So either take care of the portal on this side. Yeah, I'll probably do that actually. I think we can pull that off. You can see how the speed of the cat still compares pretty well to the how quickly the portal screen moves around too, which is kind of cool, I think. Oh, jeez, we have a lot of. We're doing well over there. We are going to just have them go deal with this final portal on this side. Pretty ready to just be done with it right now. It also takes care of some of the other micromanagement that we have to deal with. Because obviously if the portal on this side is taken care of, they're not really going to be able to, well, they're not really going to be able to attack on this side. So it saves us a little bit of time for defenses and stuff too. We only have to focus on attacks coming from one direction, so. The greed are going to be a little bit more tanky, I think, in this part, but we should be fine, able to handle them okay. Just make sure that our troops have enough coins and are being fed. Dang it. Okay. The sound added the touch there. It's getting a little bit loud. Oh, weird. You can, you're not supposed to be able to do that. It's just a weird glitch. It's getting there, I promise. You can see as it starts pulsing and oozing a little bit more, its health is gradually going down. We are almost done with this here. I think this is the night wave, unfortunately, so kind of just wish us luck right now. Yeah. Alright, well, we got pretty close. Not close enough, but decently close. I don't think we lost any. I don't think, actually, I don't think we even lost any archers, which is nice. And unfortunately, that is how a lot of the combat goes sometimes. But we will be done with it probably post-haste here. I don't think we should be having too much more trouble. So the next thing we're going to have to do, though, is come back to the main base, and we're going to have to get those flags back up. You can see the mobility with the cat is why I usually stick with it. It's definitely not like a perfect mount or anything like that. But it is really, really good. Alright, we're gonna... let's see here. Dump coins into here while they have the chance to do that. It's also gonna give the... blah, 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 blah. It's going to give the... knights a little bit of time to actually just walk themselves back over to the that side of the wall so we can send them out again. It's been a bit about it. Sorry, it's been about it. Been a bit about a better. It's been about an hour now. So if anybody's watching the VOD or whatever, I suggest you take this time to just stand up for a couple minutes and stretch, roll yourself around, get your meds in if you haven't taken them. I know no one likes to do it, but bite the old bullet there. Was there another greed wave? No, I don't think so. Alright, so we will get everything set up back here, get them all hunkered down. So it is a little frustrating just because you're probably going to have to it's going to take some time for everything to get just the knights to get back to their positions and everything like that. Again, not the worst thing in the world, but an annoyance and a distraction sometimes. That. Alright, I'm also going to pick up a single gem here, which sits itself very nicely on top of the coin purse there. Oh, actually, I'll check myself here. Let's get a couple more builders too while we're at it. More builders, and then we snag some more archer dudes. Just fill that up right now. Crying, okay. You can really lose a lot of coins when you don't want to lose a lot of coins, so gotta be a little careful with that. Alright. So I think we can send these guys down here now. I'm going to try to put a bunch of coins in front of them so they can, if they need to, re-heal. And we're about to unlock another mount. This is going to be the Deer God, which has this cute little harness on it that they don't have in the other visuals, but this one is, I think, in every one of the games. The deer god moves a little bit quicker, actually pretty significantly faster in the forest. It can also what they call hypnotize deer, so you can make these deer follow you, which is nice if you're just in a pinch for funds. You can lead them back into hunters, and the hunters will take care of them pretty convincingly. It doesn't quite have the speed. There really isn't anything that has the speed of the cat in this game. A little bit easier to feed the troops stuff too, because they're not quite as long, which helps. Really? Come on. Okay, I thought they were full up on coins, but I guess they weren't. Close to just wanting to put this here. The builders actually can't reach it because it's too close to that, so I'm pissed off. It's too close to that, portal, so let's do it again. It's back here. For what it's worth, this is probably the most annoying it's going to be, if that makes anybody feel better. I like the deer god mostly because it's just a little bit more manageable to, I want to say the handling is a little bit smoother on it. There's actually quite a bit of momentum with some of the mounts in this game, so like the cat will kind of very aggressively swerve around, and you have to sometimes pay attention to how far the sprint's still going to go and stuff with it. The deer guy just moves a little bit, just doesn't quite have that movement capability, so it's just less work to do mostly. Right, so we hang out here. We'll put some coins into this tower, so they can absolutely take care of that tower where we're raiding right now. And then we're doing the same thing we did before. We're waiting for the knights to come to the side of the wall. They will absolutely take their time on it. If we do end up seeing them walk this way, we're going to just try to dump a bunch of coins in front of them to make sure that they get their full stock of coins in them this time, so they don't just immediately die like they did last time, which is kind of annoying. Not really sure why that happened at all, but it is the nature of this game, unfortunately. It's gonna upgrade it, why not? Okay, so we will hopefully have enough recruits here to get the both of the knights heading forward that way. Once again, you can see we're pretty low on shields, so very satisfying. This game makes paying for things very satisfying, which I suppose is true in real life too, but in real life it's harder to get the money together. Okay, so the boat's done now. We're not going to worry about that quite yet. Because I'm now pretty determined to take care of the portal on that one side, and then we can figure this mess out. Let's check here. Yeah, we're good. Actually, can get a little finicky sometimes when there's other soldiers around, so just let them pass by. Keep feeding the banker the cash. Pick up if they pick up anything. Banker's AI is pretty good at making sure he doesn't miss any coins in that area as long as they're in that area, so. Again, that's more population, not quite. Okay, he should have enough coins then. So should that guy, so. Oof, that's a ton of coins. We'll go for about 45 more minutes here and just get the 2 hours taken care of. That should be me for the day anyway. I'm probably going to go back to hanging out in my friend Ify's stream. Just slam that hydrate button down, basically. Actually, we can just head this way. Okay, so now we're gonna third time's the charm here on this one. While that's happening, oops, I did not mean to do that, unfortunately. Just try to put some stuff into this huge flood of coins. Oh my god, dude. What coins did we get from that? Christ. Yeah, dude, go forward here. That might be... It's probably not good news. Did not know that was going to happen if I accidentally clicked on that. Just want to make sure he has all the coins that he's going to have on his person. There we go. So it was like 2 hits away from being done too. That's whatever, it's done. So what am I building here? Well, this is the lighthouse. The lighthouse means we don't have to go through all the trouble of repairing our ship the next time we visit this island again. Speaking of trouble though, there's going to be a little bit coming for us right now because we kind of poke the hive as it was. So the next thing we got to do here is, fortunately we have the pretty quickly accessible portal over here. Again, because we took care of all the portals on one side, we now know that the only place that the attack is going to come from in this direction is this side. So we actually can kind of afford to just put a bunch of crap down here, basically. I don't remember there being a portal here, but that's alright. Just because I'm expecting it's going to be a bigger attack, we'll have a couple more berserkers than normally I'd like to be on the front lines, but I think we'll lose some probably, so seems like a good choice at the moment here. Okay, then we're gonna top this off over here, because it looks like we just need more builders right now. Just gonna throw his coins out. Oops. You'll also see the other knights start to work their way over to this side now, because they are at least intelligent enough to understand that there's nothing left for them to do on this particular on that particular side of the map. Let's see, I'm gonna get a view here. Huh. That was pretty low key. Alright, and then we're gonna do the same thing we did for the last island. We're gonna ring the bell here. The good news is now that we have some knights, not only will we have a couple of archers and builders that are going to jump in here with us, but we'll also have 2 groups of knights are going to jump in and start on the next island with us, just at the very beginning, basically. So, I want to get those builders over here, so we're going to wait on that. There should be more than one, yeah. I think it's like 2 to 4 builders. But might also just be it. Okay. That's probably it, I think. So I'm going to throw down on the ship here. I think they were heading towards the, I don't think they were heading towards the ship, I don't know. Sometimes they jump into it after this cutscene starts. We'll see. Pretty bad luck with making sure we keep everybody who can get on the ship. Oh, nice, okay. So we pick those guys up. Alrighty here, so... do that right now. So we're going to bounce back to the first island here. I would normally take a break just because I got the island taken care of, but I think we will do some housekeeping on this island. So because we got the gems, we can now deal with some of the issues on this island that need to be taken care of that we weren't able to deal with before, which is pretty darn handy if you ask me. Come on. So your population will still be there. All of the money in the bankers' storage will still be there too. I'll make sure we have enough builders working. I just realized that right now. Next thing we're going to want to do is upgrade our home base so we can get access to the diamonds, or gems, or whatever they're, I forget. The gem merchant is unlocked at like level 4 or 5 of the home base upgrade tier. I don't remember there being this much space in this one right now. Alrighty. Also going to throw down on some more builders right now. Never seem to quite have enough builders. Okay, he's doing that right now. Actually, we'll focus on getting these shields built up. This side's defense looks pretty anemic right now. Again, usually on the first day of the island, they give you a little bit of a pass for how challenging stuff can be. We'll see, though. We'll see. That's nice. So we can actually do something special now. Push our troops out. That didn't work as well as I thought it was going to, but... probably see where some of the logic of it comes from. Bro. Well, that was a little shaky, but not a big shocker. Put this back together here. Not quite sure how the other side held up. Also, because we will need those. Okay, they got through one part of the defenses, so oh geez. That meant, I think that means we lost one of the knights on this side as well. You can see the wall's already gone. So we're probably just going to have to be a little less enthusiastic about the extensions here. Also might mean we have some recruits we can snag. Remember there's a, right, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm making me sleepy. I'm gonna be honest. Oh man, sorry. Okay, so at the end of the day, the focus is still going to be making sure the home base is upgraded enough. And also, I suppose at this point, we're just trying to make sure that we can defend the right side of our base right now, too. Time for that to come up, actually. And those guys should be able to basically handle anything that comes over here. Or at least put up enough of the wall that they'll, they won't be able to take care of the walls too quickly. You can see they're pretty darn tanky. The 5th tier upgrade is how we can get the night, I don't know what you call it, the night glyphs up there. Alright. I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting kind of sleepy here. I'm sorry. I think I might actually call it for now. It's been about an hour and a half. Mostly because it just feels like a good stopping point. But I'm starting to get a little sleepy here right now. So I'm gonna drink a little bit more coffee here, and then, well, I'm gonna do some stuff on my own. You guys don't need to know about that, but anyway. So thanks everybody for stopping by. If you did, maybe a stream tomorrow. Depends. This might have been the energy I had for the week for this stuff, but we'll see. But it's really fun to play this game. I'm gonna try to keep it from playing this game off stream, so hopefully that'll give me some energy to keep trying to do this. But anyway, I think that wraps it up for me. Again, if you guys want to, you can check out the cache links in the description, or well, they're not really cache links, they're more like link trees and stuff. A lot of them are just information too, which should make some people feel better, hopefully. So, but yeah, if you want like to do that, my friend Ify on Fire, twitchtv.com streaming, doing a 24-hour stream. I think that's pretty much everything right now, so I'm going to call it. Thanks again for hanging out if you did. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.